Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. So we are going to get into the astrology of Monday, August 26th. Can you believe it's almost September already? And we'll be getting into fall and then winter. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna pull some cards. I've already pulled one card, but we're gonna get into the tarot and the energy oracle here together. So I just want to go through the astrology really quickly. It's not gonna be everything that's going on, obviously, but it's gonna be like some highlights. So we've got the sun that has gone into Virgo a couple days ago. Happy birthday, Virgos. It's going to be forming a square with the moon. And if any of you have this in your birth chart, lucky me, I do, you know that this can be kind of difficult to deal with. It's definitely not a fun energy. It causes a lot of second guessing yourself, because it's almost like your sun and your moon are competing with each other internally for you. Hazel wants to say hello. We just went for a walk at the park. Hold on, let me see if you want to say hi? She was gonna climb up and then she acted like she was gonna turn around. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Okay. She's like 14, you guys. She looks like she has a little hunchback the way she's sitting, but okay, baby, I'll let you go back to the back. She probably wants to take a nap after her little walk, and then she had her tummy out in the sun, laying out in the grass. So we had a little chill out in the grass together. So okay, the sun at 2:02, when I just looked up, the sun and the moon will be squaring off. So this can cause a lot of internal conflict, like your sun and your moon opposing each other in this square. It's not an opposition, I just mean like it's almost like a face-off, and they contradict one another is the way that it feels. It's like a conflict between mental and emotional. It can lead to a little bit of self-sabotage if you're not careful, if you're not paying attention. It can instigate that kind of behavior. But with the new moon coming in next week, this is a really good time to wrap things up. So really, we've got Mercury retrograde, and then we've got this new moon coming up next week. So it's not a good time to start anything new. Like, it's not, you could, but I would just be careful that you're not repeating patterns, because we have been going through this really lovely energy, which has been helping us to heal and to release. And a lot of us have stepped up to be teachers and have recognized the role that we came here to play, right, in our lives. So it's a really good time to really go over things. And I feel like a lot of us, like with that energy I was talking about with the healing that's been going on, we've had a lot of epiphanies and realizations about things, and it's a good time to go over these things. And I was getting no repeating old patterns. I don't know what it's from, but I was hearing, and it sounded like Joe Pesci in my head, and he was going, "We'll work in here," like a very New Yorker kind of, maybe Chicago, I don't know, that kind of accent, like, "We're working here." I feel like we've been busy, like we've been working, we've been doing the work, and I heard, "We're done here." Like, that's the way it came through. My guides are very comical, and they tend to bring things through because they know it'll make me chuckle in the way that it comes through, and just put a smile on my face. That's how they do things sometimes, or a lot of the time. So I heard, "We're done here," in regards to what we've been working on. So it's like, that is done. We're not repeating those old patterns. We've been working on those so that we can heal things, and most of us are done, or we are wrapping that up for this new moon coming up. So that feels really, really good. What else was there that I wanted to mention? So with the new moon in Gemini, there's also Venus trining Uranus. So this energy combined, it's like we're being called to be more social, Gemini energy, and then this trine going on. It's like mental activity is going to be really high. That's why I was saying with the sun square the moon, and with this mental energy being really high, just be careful of your thoughts, because I'm not joking when I talk about the sun and moon being squared. Like, I live with that on a day-to-day basis. It can cause anxiety. It can cause self-sabotage if you're not paying attention to it. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's not a fun energy to work with. It's not totally uncommon in charts though, so there probably are plenty of you who may have that in your birth chart anyway, so you're like, I already deal with that. I already have worked on that. That is, a full life. It is a lifelong, that's lifelong work when you got your sun square your moon. So yeah, with all this mental activity going on, it can be easy, because this energy with Gemini and then the Venus and Uranus trine, it's pushing us to feel more bold and to step outside of our comfort zone and to be more optimistic about new experiences. But then there's that other energy, right? that can cause self-sabotage or make you second guess what's right and what's wrong almost. Not right and wrong, that's not the right way to explain it, but it can make you second guess your initial feelings on something or your initial reaction to something. Second guess yourself to the point where you do the opposite, right? So just be aware of that. I'm gonna stop repeating that and make it like a fearful thing, because it's not, I swear. It's just something that happens, and when you're someone who's very experienced with that energy, like, you wanna, when you just wanna warn somebody ahead of time, you're like, you might not think that this is a huge deal, but it will get you, like, in a subtle way, like a very small thing, and then it can just blow it out of proportion. But yeah, you'll be totally fine, because we've got this beneficial energy like backing it, right? So we're feeling very optimistic about new experiences. We may want to try new things. We may be pulled towards something, or even someone that maybe in the past we would have found unusual or like outside of our realm of expertise, or just outside of our comfort zone, or maybe could be somebody that you're attracted to, because love kind of is in the air with this Venus energy and Uranus, and it can be really beneficial in your love life. But so you might be attracted to someone that usually you wouldn't be attracted to, or it's a really good time to share your feelings when maybe before you haven't felt comfortable doing so, or somebody else might be sharing feelings with you, which is not something that they're usually really comfortable with. They might just have the gift of gab, or you might have the gift of gab today is what's coming through. I did see butterflies when I was getting into the energy of today, and I heard the song, and it was funny because I went to get my my like travel tarot deck out. It's like a little deck of the Light Seers Tarot. And I always open up this side, like I think you can tell. Like I generally open up this side. The bottom of the deck was open and I heard upside down, round and round, you turn me upside down. So is that Diana Ross or was that Diana Ross with the Supremes? I think it was at least Diana Ross is who sings that song. If you want to look it up and listen to it, it's a great song. It's very bubbly. I felt like there could be butterflies in your tummy today. That could be excitement in regards to romance. That could also be excitement just in regards to like this new kind of energy that we're looking forward to. And, you know, with the new moon getting closer and then this trine going on, it's like pushing us towards that new energy. It's making us feel more optimistic. It's getting us excited. It's making us feel more bold and, yeah, just ready for new experiences. So we may be experimenting, we may be trying something new or discovering like an alternative to something that has become maybe like a little bit dull or boring in our lives. Could even be like a revamping of something or revamping of your love life. If you feel like things have gotten a little bit stale, this might be a time to spice it up, spice things up. So I actually pulled one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. I love this deck. I actually think it would be fun to pull one of these cards every day for the collective because the Enchanted Map kind of shows you like what location you're on the map. And I was like, that's actually kind of, that would be a fun energy to look into. But we have Come Together, which is an 8 card. And 8s are, you know, number 8 is the symbol of infinity. And I can't even say the word. We still have Mercury retrograde, you guys. My tongue, I'm actually literally tongue-tied, what's called tongue-tied. So I have issues anyway. But the number 8 symbolizes infinity, which is constant renewal. So we're going through this renewal energy, and we are coming closer to the new moon every day. But it also talks about success, moving towards success. It talks about balance. So this is spiritual and material balance. This also talks about harmonious relationships, like coming together. I heard the word exalted, so I underlined it in my notes. I kept hearing exalted, so that could have a strong meaning for someone. There is this energy of like love being lifted up and put on high today, right? And community and coming together. And this is relationships of all kinds being harmonious today. So if you're not in a romantic relationship, don't think that you're being left out. This is friendship, family, your relationships with your animals if you have pets, spirit, your relationship with spirit. You're feeling very connected, you're feeling very loved, you're feeling very cherished today. You could be making someone feel very loved and very cherished. And there's a balance there. There's a reciprocity that is coming through, and it's a good time to express yourself. Okay. Let's get into the energy oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I think it's, yeah, Sandra Ann Taylor. I already pre-shuffled these. Ooh, we've got the Goddess of the Moon, and we have Journey on the split. That's interesting. I just heard Dream Journey. Somebody could be going like astral projection. You could be meeting certain people in your dreams, like meeting them in their dreams. I just saw 1444 when I just looked up. You could be a dream walker. All right, let's see. clarity for Monday, August 26th, please, and thank you. We have appreciation and the door to spirit. This is like we had the beauty way for the weekend, and that talks about seeing the beauty in your life, choosing to look at what is beautiful, even seeing things that you don't like in your life and making them more beautiful. So like on this card, she's standing in these bramble bushes. So there are thorns, and there are, you know, there's nastiness in there that could poke her or scratch her, but she is choosing to focus on this beautiful bud that she has found, this flower bud. And it's like the pleasures, that Venus energy, the pleasures, our senses. I just heard indulging in all the senses. We could be indulging in all the senses and all the pleasures of life. It's interesting. This is a 32, which breaks down to a 5, and appreciation is 15, which breaks down to a 6. So 5 and 6. And then this door to spirit talks about new beginnings. I feel like we're, oh yeah, victory underneath the deck. I feel like we're realizing everything that we've been through. We've been having these epiphanies. We've been going through these experiences which have shown us how much we've grown. And I just feel like there's this beautiful energy coming in, like choosing gratitude. It's almost like being at the end of a hard journey, and the door is opening up to this new beginning. And it's that feeling of, I'm getting a sigh, like a and just the rest in between, like just 1717 when I just looked up, which is 88, and we had the number 8 come out with the come together card. There's this energy of focusing on the pleasures in our life before we step through this new door that's being opened up. It's almost like you know how we take vacations from work or something like that, and we focus on pleasure in that moment. We're taking a break. It's almost like going from one thing to the next. As we're going from one thing to the next, we're stepping over this threshold out of one energy into another. There is this breathing space, this breathing room in between. And Spirit is like, take advantage of it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the pleasures of your life. Indulge in all the senses. Some of you, like I have on this door to spirit card, spiritual awakening. You could be opening up to new spiritual gifts. What else you want to tell us about Monday, August 26th, please? Okay, we have anxiety and hostilities. This is like afraid of someone or afraid of an experience happening. Having your guard up. Worrying about something happening. We've got walking away underneath the deck. Are you afraid to walk away from this old chapter? Are you afraid to release it and let it go and move on? They're showing me something that I used to do as a kid, which is interesting. So I was never afraid of the basement when I was really little, until my brother told me all these stories about the basement and the things that were in the basement. And our washer and dryer was in the basement. And so I would run down and I would throw laundry in the washer or move it from the washer to the dryer, whatever, as quickly as I possibly could. And I would look around real fast, all around me, and then I would bolt for the stairs. And I would get all the way to the top of the stairs, and then I would hurry up and look behind me as I shut the door to the basement to make sure that nothing had followed me up the stairs. And it's almost like you're coming up out of the basement, and you're coming up out of the basement with this anxiety, and you're turned around with your sword up as you shut the door, like, you better not follow me. Like, nothing better follow me to the upstairs. Like, nothing better follow me out of this basement. Wow. Don't look back, you can never go back. I just heard, don't look back, you can never go back. What is that from? That's from a song. I'm hearing Boys of Summer. Is it from the Boys of Summer by Don Henley? After the boys of summer have gone. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why that song's coming through. Maybe it was just because of that. Don't look back. You can never. You're not going back. You're not going back into this energy that causes you anxiety. You're not staying in the basement. You're not being put back in the basement. You don't have to go back down to the basement. You've leveled up. You have climbed the staircase, and there's this door at the top of the staircase that you're being ushered through, and there are beautiful flowers awaiting. There's so much beauty. There's so much pleasure waiting for you at the top of the stairs. Let go. Move on. Walk away. Yeah, caring connections underneath that, where we had come together as well. There are these beautiful relationships, and there's those flowers. There's all this pleasure that is waiting for you. All this love, no matter what kind of love it is. They're like, oh my gosh, there's butterflies on this card. There's 2 butterflies. Don't look back. You can never go back. Once you shut this door, once the gate closes, you don't have to worry about this door opening up ever again, is what I'm getting. Are we gonna pull tarot with this? A couple cards. Okay. I pre-shuffled this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, the 2 of Wands on the bottom. There could be something about, ooh, the Hierophant popping out. Could be something about resources. It's funny, the Hierophant popped out. There's 3 levels to the Hierophant. And it talks about ascension. It talks about leveling up. 2 of Cups wanting to make a little appearance. Oh, this is nice energy. Oh man, that was not fun. That energy they showed me about coming up out of the basement. You don't ever have to go in the basement again. I mean, if you have a basement, I'm sure you have to go back into the basement. But I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh my God, the other day we had that card of the underworld, or the lower world, which is like the subconscious, the unconscious, the basement. There was something in the basement that you don't ever have to look at again. You don't ever have to go there again. which there are different chambers in the basement, but this particular one, the door is closed. I just heard, no way, Jose. Okay. All right, for Monday, August 26th. Oh my goodness. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. The star wanted to kind of come out, but I kind of caught it, so I'm not going to count it, but this is an energy of healing. It's an energy of being in alignment with your soul's purpose, with your destiny. But we have here, the 9 of Pentacles is self-sufficiency. It is having more, this is pre-Empress energy. This is, I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. This is, you know, totally being able to take care of yourself, having more than enough. And you've got the 3 of Pentacles here, which is more of a collaborative energy. These energies here, I feel like this represents you and someone else. It's like, and you're coming together. There's you and someone else. You're both very self-sufficient. You're both very independent. You're both, I'm getting resourceful. You're both very magical in some way. But you both bring something to the table that the other is, like, how do I describe that, Spirit? Ingredients, different ingredients. So she's got this pot here on the fire or on the stove, and she's put this pentacle in, and then she's pulling this other pentacle down, I'm assuming because it's going into the pot. But it's like you and another person, you both bring different ingredients into some sort of relationship, whether this is a work relationship or a love relationship, it's family, friendship, whatever it is. The two of you are building some sort of tapestry together, right? You're weaving your life together, whatever part of your life that is. But you both bring different colors. You both bring different energies. We've got the heart chakra here with the green. We have the root chakra here, which the heart chakra, your heart, you know, like love, self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance is what I just heard. You both have radical self-acceptance. We've got the root chakra here with the red, which is safety, security, and that's like hostilities and anxiety. That has to do with an imbalanced root chakra. I feel like a lot of you have healed your root chakra. You've got the solar plexus here with the orange. I'm getting that there's orange and yellow, so I'm sorry, sacral with orange, yellow, solar plexus. Solar plexus is the seat of your soul, your identity, your personal power. The sacral is our passion, our creative center, our sexual, you know, passion comes from there. I want to see something real quick on this 9 of Pentacles. So we have the heart, we have the root, we have the sacral, we have the solar plexus, and we have the third eye. Or I'm sorry, we have the crown. There is something about the heart though. I just heard she's got a heart of gold. Somebody has a heart of gold is coming through. The King of Cups talks about emotional mastery. Like, no matter what is going on in your life, you can you can handle it. You are emotionally stable. You can stay calm, cool, and collected. You're also, you're a rock for other people. I feel like you both are that for one another, but this feels like being just fine on your own, but also being a really great member of a team, like finding this balance. So if you're someone who is used to leaning on other people, you are learning how to rely on yourself and have healthy balanced relationships where you don't rely on those other people. You don't, it's just, I hope that makes sense. Or if you're dealing with someone else who's been like that, where they needed you, like you don't need anyone. And if you're, when it comes to your relationships, you're not in relationships with people who need you. They complement your life. These people who are in your life, these balanced relationships, they complement your life. They're not needed. They're not a crutch. There is no crutch. 3131 when I just looked up. Give me more on this, please. Yeah, we got the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. This is like, I have walked a long road. And when it comes to romance, not that you're gonna be like, I am highly selective, like you're better than anybody else, but this is like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this relationship balanced? Is it going to give back to me if I nurture it, if I water it, if I plant this seed, if I nurture it, I water it, I put my energy into it? Is it going to grow? Is it going to bear fruit? And I believe that it will, is what's coming through here. Like I said, love is in the air. And this is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. I don't know if you can see that. He's got his heart, he's got a heart literally tattooed on his arm, which is called a sleeve. His heart on his sleeve. This person is bearing their soul to you. Someone has a heart of gold and someone is bearing their soul to another. Okay. One more. I feel like if this is you, the one that's been on a long journey, the guarded one, the wounded warrior here, this is like, I've kissed a lot of frogs and not found my prince. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Ace of Wands. What I just said. Seven of Cups, choices, options. Five of Cups, disappointments, wasted time, wasted, just down the drain, right? This is like, she chose this cup and it ended up going down the drain. She chose that cup, it ended up going down the drain. This cup ended up going down the drain. She's got one cup left back behind her. And the Ace of Wands, passion, inspiration. This is like someone that surprises you. Someone that, what did I say in the astrology? Someone that someone or something that you would usually find unusual or not your type. Not what you would choose first, obviously here, not what you would choose first, because you've kissed a lot of frogs, and that could be romantically. This could just be, you know, you've tried a lot in some area and it hasn't worked out for you. This is a really nice energy, you guys. This is where I'm gonna leave it. I am sending you lots of love. I'm wishing you all the best until Tuesday. All right, bye.